These are the three biggest marketing mistakes that I'm seeing martial arts school owners making, and I don't want you to make them. So I just thought I'd make this video really, really quickly just to explain how we can avoid these mistakes. So, first mistake, we'll jump straight into it. First mistake, I've dropped my pen. First mistake is you don't know what profitable marketing actually looks like for your club. The break-even point and the profit point is completely different for every single martial arts school because most martial arts schools charge different prices. Now, that means that if you're only charging £30 a month and someone else is charging £70 per month, but then they've also got a joining fee on top, the amount of members that they need to break even is different to the amount of members that you need to break even. And we can't compare our results to theirs. We need to just compare our results to ours and actually what we're spending. So what I mean by that is, let's say for easy maths, you're charging £50 per month for your classes. That's the average that people pay you. Now, let's say you don't have any joining fee in place and you're spending £500 per month on Facebook advertising. How many members do you need to break even? Well, you need 10. You need 10 in that first month to get the money back so then you can re-spend it on advertising. A lot of martial arts schools are happy to just bring in like 3 or 4 members and then you're wondering 3 months' time why you're running out of money. The reason you're running out of money is because you're only bringing in £200 extra each month. Yes, they're staying, but you're bringing in £200 extra of brand new money each month, but then you're spending £500 a month on Facebook advertising. Of course, your bank's going to empty. We need to understand as a martial arts school, how quickly can we get to the point where we're making the money back? Like realistically, we want that to be in the first month. If we can do it in the first 2 weeks, even better. We want it to be as quick as physically possible because then every month that member stays after that point is going to be profit. And then that means we have cash coming back to the bank that we can throw back at Facebook. So we're basically throwing money at Facebook. Facebook's throwing it back. We're throwing it back to Facebook. That's what we want to be doing. If you feel like you're at the moment just throwing money to Facebook, nothing's happening, and then you throw money again, nothing's happening, and then you throw money again, then obviously the bank is going to eventually be empty, and we don't want that to happen. So we need to understand what is profitability for your club. I've done videos on that before, but based on what I've kind of just explained, you should be able to figure out what that looks like for your club. Second thing is, a lot of martial arts schools and marketers, don't tell anyone I said that, but a lot of martial arts schools and marketers are so focused on how can we get more leads? How can we get more leads? How can we get more leads? And they wonder why they never actually get more members. The reason you're not getting more members is because 100 names, email addresses, and phone numbers means nothing. We want quality leads, which means we want people who are actually going to reply to us and actually get booked in. The way that we do that is we actually make it harder for people to become leads. We want to be asking ourselves, how can we get more better leads? And if we're not asking ourselves that question, then we're just going to end up with a load of names of people who are just telling us to go away. We don't want that. So we want to ask ourselves, how can we get better leads? I've done a video on that. It's also on my channel. Have a little look through and you should be able to find it. Specifically talking about how can we get better leads from Facebook. And then I've got one more written down, but I've also got a bonus one. So I'm going to go through the bonus one first. The bonus one is, a lot of martial arts schools, and this might shock you for me to say because I'm very focused on meta advertising and helping martial arts schools fill their classes using Facebook and Instagram advertising. Darren used it. You know, you already know his story. 150 members in a matter of months. 127 members for Brendan in literally 90 days. Point is, Facebook advertising is amazing. They use Facebook and Instagram advertising. Ricky Locke uses Facebook and Instagram advertising only. He's grew by 450 members across like the last 15 months. It works amazingly, but why only use one strategy? Like, yes, we can use Facebook advertising. Yes, we can use Facebook and Instagram. But what if that stops working one day? Then what? Exactly. So we want to try lots of different strategies as well. So Google Ads is a good one. You know, SEO, how can we rank as high as possible on Google completely for free? Referrals, can you get into the schools in your local area? If we're doing all these different things, then people are going to be constantly seeing your face, constantly seeing your logo, constantly seeing your club. And then if they're ever sitting there and thinking, you know what, I want to take my son or my daughter to a kickboxing class or a martial arts class, first person they're going to think about is you, and you're going to get that person. So there are lots of other strategies that don't necessarily cost money, but do cost time that you should be implementing. Because if we are only focused on one strategy and that strategy goes down the toilet one day, we're in a bad position. So I'd also say focus on more than one strategy. And then the final thing, the final thing is a lot of martial arts schools don't have any systems in place. They don't have any systems in place at all. So what they do is they run ads. Those leads come through, and then they text them or they call them themselves, and then that person doesn't reply, so then you call and text the next person, and you call and text the next person, and very quickly you just feel like you're spending all of your time manually chasing everyone up. My clients have systems in place that chase all their leads down for them. So if they want to phone people, which I advise they should, they literally spend like 30 minutes twice a week calling some leads if they want to. They don't even have to. And that's it. That's literally it. Brendan Mitty, who I mentioned earlier, he didn't call a single lead. Like, didn't have to. 127 members in 90 days. So you don't have to because they've got systems in place. But of course, if you add phone calls in and stuff, it improves it even more. But my point is, like, get systems in place. You want automations in place. And if you don't know how to build them, we've literally got systems built for martial arts schools that you can literally come and take. Literally, like, you can jump on a call with us. We'll see if you're a good fit for what we do. And then we can actually build the systems for you. So then when people are coming through, that system's just automatically chasing them down and making your life a hell of a lot easier. Those are the 3/4 things that I think martial arts school owners need to understand better / are not doing good enough if they actually want to grow their club. As I said, profitability, what does that actually look like? If you can figure that out, it means you can advertise for longer because you're going to be getting the money back into your bank. We want to get better leads. If we can get better leads, we feel like banging our head against the wall less. No systems in place. As I said, most martial arts schools don't have any systems in place. Get systems in place. Confirmations and reminders automatically. We want to automatically follow up with those leads. We want as many automated systems in place as we can. And then when we add the manual things on top, it makes it even better, even stronger. And it means that things work even without you manually doing anything. And then the fourth and final thing, as I said, if you're only focused on one strategy, yes, we can show you how to implement that strategy absolutely brilliantly. But if one day it dies, like, you want to still have confidence that you've still got leaflets going out, or you've still got referrals that you get, or you still go into schools and know how to do that and go and do assemblies and get people in that way. Don't just blindly only rely on one strategy, because if that strategy dies one day, it's going to be a bit tough. But yeah, that's everything. There are 3 or 4 things that I think most martial arts schools aren't quite doing good enough. I hope that helps. I make these videos specifically for martial arts school owners because I genuinely give a fuck and I genuinely want you to grow your club regardless of if you pay us money or not. That's it. So if you know any martial arts school owners who you think are struggling right now when it comes to growing their club, maybe they're stuck at 100 members, maybe they're stuck at 200 members, maybe they're stuck at 10. Like, share this video with them, show them that you care. Send this video over to them so they can go through my content as well and help themselves grow their club. That's all I ask. You don't even need to like it. You don't even need to comment. You don't even need to subscribe. Just send this video to someone who you genuinely think it will help. That's everything. Have an absolutely amazing day. Peace.